And next, we have Brad Smith from South Africa, based in Cascais.
Hi, everyone. I first wanted to say thank you to Yuri and his team for putting on this event and more broadly for building the VNTR network. I've been a member for a few months, but I think last year was the first event I attended, and it's been a fantastic community, and I've managed to meet so many amazing people through it, so thank you. So let me introduce myself and Centry. As Yuri said, I'm originally from South Africa, but have been a serial entrepreneur most of my life. Have lived in multiple countries and built businesses there. US, Switzerland, Denmark, Portugal, Singapore. So it's been a great journey. A lot of interesting businesses. Personally, I've been in the fintech space my whole life. Most recently, I've moved from Singapore to Portugal, drawn by a combination of NHR tax benefits and amazing, lifestyle, the Douro Valley and, beautiful beaches, etc. But instead of enjoying a lot of that, a lot of my time I spend doing admin. My life has just become a large part of it is administering the complexities of this diaspora of assets I've collected. I've paid tax to 3 different jurisdictions and have all the sort of intermeshing of different connections between different companies that I need to administer. So it's a lot of pain. And as I came here, I met a lot of other people who had similar types of problems. It's problems for people who are largely caught between having their own family office and people who are underserved by retail. They may be partly served by private wealth, but often they are served by people who have perverse incentives. Products are push. People are serving structured products rather than crafting solutions that actually meet their needs. They have fragmented advisors all over the world who don't speak to each other. There's a lot of sort of administrative challenges. They have all different systems, spreadsheets all over the place. I have personally a document called What to Do If I Die that tries to explain to my wife and family how to recover from the mess I've left behind, which when I look at every few months is constantly out of date. So I know personally there's a lot of sort of tax inefficiency that I'm sort of leaving in my wake. Some of that is known, but it's I don't have the time to deal with it. Some of it is unknown. I know there are better investment opportunities that I could have access to. Networks like this help broker access to them, to great syndicated deals. But more broadly, I know there's a lot more that I could access. Sometimes I need to bring sort of certain expertise. I would love to have certain expertise on the payroll, but I don't want that full time. And more broadly, it's just a huge time burden. I feel like I'm a sort of full-time CFO. So if you look at sort of, on one end you've got retail, on the other end you've got family offices. You've got all these differences that compound. I've talked about them. Better access to various types of deals. You've got access to debt. You've got full-time professional management, risk controls, scale advantages, et cetera, and those differences compound over time. So typically family offices outperform retail investors. But why can people in this middle not access the advantages of family offices? Why can advisors not deliver those benefits? There are a number of reasons, but primarily we see it as being sort of 2 core problems. One is capacity. They just don't have the time. They focus mainly on sort of sales and reactive servicing. So that a lot of service gets delivered up front when they're engaging customers and when customers have queries, but they don't have the time to constantly be looking at customers' portfolios. There's a lot of sort of compliance burden overhead, and they're just trying to scale and run a business. And then another one is context. People's context is constantly changing. That's their personal portfolios, the market conditions, external regulatory. All of this compounds to sort of drift in their context that their advisors are just not aware of and not able to proactively react to. So that's where we came in and we said, well, how can we try and solve this? We saw advantages in emerging AI technologies that we saw have the capability to address this through time. We acknowledge that there's still many deficiencies in the technologies that need to be addressed. So we're taking a sort of progressive approach and trying to increase our levels of automation over time. And I think very importantly, people, in our view, will always want to engage with people. People trust people. So an AI is not going to replace people, but we hope we can augment it. So we're really trying to augment and accelerate humans to improve the value that they can deliver to the existing clients and deliver value to many more clients and thereby bring down the cost too. And also to make it a lot more proactive in servicing customers than reactive. So we still want humans there for their veracity, trustworthy, creativity, etc. So in our sort of software supporting this, we've got these AI workflows that orchestrate tasks between humans, whether that be our customers, partners, internal advisors, and AI agents. And we need to have seamless handoffs, guardrails, and constantly be reviewing things to monitor the veracity and ensure the sort of high quality of delivery of results. So broadly, our process is to help you structure your data, integrate into your various data sources, whether that's structured or unstructured. A lot of information is locked up in PDFs, spreadsheets, emails, and we try and build a view of your balance sheet, income statement, who your what we call the family wealth map, who's connected to who, what are the relationships, what are the privacy concerns that need to be respected, and then we need to try and keep that updated. So again, we can integrate on an ongoing basis to keep that view live, and then we can proactively, and I think this is a big difference, how do we run analysis on an ongoing basis to look at that changing context, identify risks and opportunities. So I think this is a big sort of departure point from traditional advisory, which is more reactive. How do we proactively analyze this? Surface these problems and opportunities to our team to review, before recommending those to our customers for execution or pushback. So right now, our roadmap, we're still very early on in our journey. Being in Portugal, the NHR's obviously, and its successors, attracted a lot of people from all walks of life around the globe. People have come here, and they've needed to look at their tax planning. So tax planning normally then catalyzes a review of their overall portfolio, investment strategy, etc. So we're starting on the tax planning, have now started serving clients there, and are now moving into wealth management before expanding into full service family office. So we've got a stand in the corner there. Customers, investors, partners, please come chat to us. So thank you very much.